On this week's episode of Let's Talk About It, we're going to have the vaunted conversation about one of the most polarizing entertainers of our time, Tyler Perry. We're going to talk about his movies, his TV shows, what we like, what we don't like, what we really, really don't like. We're really opinionated about this one. In our relationship segment, we're going to talk about how to talk to your family and friends about their movie and television choices. And yes, they're bad. We're going to talk about that. So buckle up, kids. You're here. You've joined us. Now let's talk about it. Well, hello there, cool cats and kittens.
Oh.
Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It. I'm Malcolm Morgan.
And I'm Micah Morgan. How are you, Malcolm?
I'm doing great. Did you like my intro this time?
I did.
Yeah, thank you.
It's wonderful.
Thank you. How are you doing? You look cute. You got your little ponytails up to the side and stuff.
Thanks.
Looking cute.
You did not expect that to caught me off guard.
I know.
You can't just be complimenting folks on the air like that now.
That's precisely what I can do.
Anywho, how are you?
I'm doing good. It's a lot going on right now these days. Busy.
Indeed.
Busy. Being a business owner is busy.
I wonder why the word is what it is then. Well, I think the moment's gone because busy in business.
Huh.
Well,
Interesting. Didn't think about that. So, Micah, I'm really excited about this episode.
are you?
I'm really excited about this episode. We're going to talk about something that we're really passionate about, and I think the people really want to hear from us about.
Do they?
And if they don't, they're listening to us already, so
That's
they're
true.
stuck. You're stuck. You're stuck listening to us.
Oh, Lord, help
We're going to talk about one Tyler Perry.
Mm.
Can't live with him. Can't live without him.
Oh, I think it sounds nicer coming from you. Y'all, I am sitting here like clenching because I need, Lord help me. I'm going to just put it out there. I'm the one who's not wild about Tyler Perry's work. There you go. Episode over.
So last episode we talked about not caring about things and caring about things. And Micah thinks that I have opposite feelings of her on this, and I do not actually.
Once we parse the details.
Well, okay, you have a extreme feeling about this.
I do.
It's a little rational, but it's okay.
You know what? I accept that it's not fully rational because there are artists that I give more grace than I do Tyler Perry.
Yes, there is. So let's talk about it. So Tyler Perry, he's polarizing, but his rise to stardom has been pretty undeniable.
Yeah.
Starting with the taking over kind of the stage play world.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there are people before him and there will be people after him, but he kind of took it to another level with his Medea stage plays, which he was able to parlay into a movie and television empire that has now allowed him to be a billionaire.
And who else has done it? No one else.
No one at this level, for sure.
Yeah, no one at this level.
And so now he's got deals with Viacom. He's got a show on Oprah's network. He's got obviously movies all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
He's acted in movies even outside of his own films.
Yeah. He's transitioned into television.
And is doing a lot of television shows. He has a show on Nickelodeon as well that
I didn't know that.
It's that I forget what the little rapper kid's name is. But it's about this little rapper kid.
I missed that one.
You gonna watch it?
I am not.
Ah, okay. So yeah. So here's the for you that don't know. For those of you that don't know, Tyler Perry is not universally loved, particularly by the black community. Although some of his stories are, I think they talk to a specific audience from well, let's just say it. Southern white women, it is really his audience. Or Southern black women, excuse me, are really his audience.
Yeah.
But there's another group of black people that do not always understand his content, enjoy his content, or enjoy the execution of his content.
No.
So, Micah, what are your biggest qualms with one Tyler Perry?
Yeah. So, okay. I have a philosophy, or I have expectations of entertainers that I don't think everyone holds. Mm-hmm. But I've just noticed the way that cinema is no longer just a commentary on society. I think people are beginning to, in this postmodern, there's millions of different truths kind of world, they're beginning to look at cinema as a prescriptive, this is how you should live kind of a thing. And so with that in mind, with me seeing that, I'm beginning to look at screenwriters, directors, people like Tyler Perry and say like, yo, you have a responsibility now. Like, I don't think entertainers can just say that they can just spit out whatever is within them and not really feel a responsibility to spit out something that because it's not just about positivity. It's not just about positivity, but I think
is it a quality issue?
I don't think it's a quality issue either. I think it's the entertainers have a responsibility to put out something that moves the people toward something better, toward a better picture of themselves, a better commitment to one another.
All creators have that responsibility.
See, this is the conversation that we had in private, and it's happening now. Let's do it.
That's what a podcast is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So that is a good question. Mm-hmm. Should all creatives be held to this standard? Mm-hmm. And who?
I think
I'm clenching as I say this, but I might be willing to say yes in this time.
Intellectually, I think you believe that. I don't think in practice it's.
Yeah, you're probably right. Because because we all like a little ratchet.
Sometimes you just want to put on some music that makes you want to sell drugs.
Okay, wait a minute. Maybe not drugs specifically.
Look, Future's Move That Dope has no redeeming quality to my life, but when it comes on, I'm still doing this Chef Curry with the pot every single time. You know why? Because it bangs.
It does.
And I'm not even about that life.
It's provocative.
But it gets the people going. That song, I can't say it on the air.
No, you cannot.
Blanks in Paris. People in Paris.
Persons in Paris.
Every time it comes on, I want to jump up and down. I want to jump on my bed. I want to hit the ceiling with my hands.
Yes, you do.
Because it goes hard.
It does.
It does not, it's not telling me anything about society. It's not making me be a better person.
I know.
So here's my thing with this. So me and Micah have had this argument several. It's not even really an argument because we agree, except for on this part of it.
Just on this.
On this part of it. I think we want everything to be high art, right? We want everything to be the highest, just the deepest of meanings, has social over and undertones that are just so deep that you can't even fathom the deepness of.
Everybody can't be Jordan Peele.
But everything can't be that. Like even if we break it off into black and white content, right?
Don't do that.
So for every, give me a white show that's like,
that is high quality.
Let's say Game of Thrones. Let's say the early seasons of Game of Thrones, right?
Okay,
like
I'm tracking with you.
Extremely high level television that has all of these layers and characters and story development and all. There's that, but then there's also Roseanne.
Not Roseanne.
Yeah, well, no offense to Roseanne, but Roseanne is just. It's not. They're not. They're not trying to.
They're not making social
imparting
commentary.
Wisdom into you. You're watching this little family that lives in a trailer park, just chilling out and having a good time.
I know. So yeah, I'm willing to acknowledge. I think for me, the reason I'm so upset with Tyler Perry's work, and I really want to focus on his work, because I appreciate what he has created. Many jobs at his studio, and he has...
Not for writers, but yes, for jobs.
No, not for writers. He is the only writer, and he has made sure of that. Yeah, and he's engaged in a lot of philanthropic. Yeah, I'll give him that. But his work, I think, makes dangerous commentary about black women. He's constantly portraying black women as these like emotionally shallow and like volatile, overly expressive, irrational, needs to be saved by some light-skinned brother women. And I don't know, I'm kind of tired of that trope, maybe. Mm-hmm. So there's that. Mm-hmm. But also there's just, I don't know, the constant like portrayal of black families as these unstable, in constant chaos and conflict microcosms. I'm also tired of that too. And I don't like the fact that he's made millions. I don't know if he's reached billions yet.
He has. He's a billionaire.
Yeah, he's a billionaire off of the, and it's like he hasn't, it doesn't seem like he's ventured beyond that. And so in my mind, it's like, yo, like you're profiting off of this portrayal of the black community that really doesn't help us at all. You know, like I'm a little tired of hearing people of the lighter persuasion of complexion, you know, watch these movies and like laugh their faces off. And I feel like they're laughing at us, not with us, because of the kind of stuff he's creating.
You mean you're tired of white people walking up to you and saying, hello?
Hello. Yeah, that's getting old. Oh my gosh, I love Medea.
Oh my gosh,
why do you love Medea? Talk to me about that. Why?
But I think, okay, so the reason why I think Tyler Perry has been as successful as he is that he is servicing an audience that otherwise has not been represented or shown on TV at all.
Yeah.
I mean, where would they get content that they could identify with?
Yeah.
I mean, TD Jakes did Women That Aren't Loosed.
And that was about it.
And the stage plays, but on the big screen and on the small screen, where have they been able to identify with that? And so I think all of us at some level can identify with a piece of or parts of Tyler Perry's.
Yeah.
Like his characters, although they are flat, we know some people that are like that.
We do.
But
they are very flat characters.
But they're flat.
One-dimensional.
Now, what we do agree on is that the quality and the execution is not good.
No.
It's just not.
No.
As much as I allow for art that's not high art, it can still be done better.
Yeah, we can still check to see if wigs are in the same place.
Check to see if cell phones are upside down.
Yeah, things like that. And so that's another part of it. It's like, so is he putting out this level of quality because he doesn't think we expect anything more of him? Or is he putting out this level of quality because he doesn't think we desire to consume anything better? I mean, it's like our McDonald's versus, Whole Foods conversation. Like, what does it say about someone that they keep building McDonald's in a community? Like,
well, is that his fault or is that the audience's fault? Same thing. We've had this. I've done this comparison with McDonald's. We've all seen Super Size Me. We know what McDonald's does to us. But in the morning, when you want a breakfast sandwich,
you don't go to Whole Foods.
You go to McDonald's. When it's late at night and you want to pick up something on the way home,
yes,
go to McDonald's.
However, that does not fully absolve McDonald's of the responsibility. I think it's still like, that's still exploitation. Like, yes, we are participating in it. No, we don't. We don't revolt against it when another McDonald's comes into the city. But it's also like, well, dang, like, what do you think of us that you keep building McDonald's up in here? Like, can we get some fruits and vegetables?
And then what about people that can't afford to eat at other places?
You know what? That is a good question. And so to that, I say, billionaire, can you afford to slide us a little something extra quality? Slide us some salad with some little grape tomatoes.
How expensive it is to make salad with iceberg lettuce?
Yes, I do, billionaire.
It's really expensive.
So that's the thing. Like for me,
but I can give you these burgers that are 6% meat.
These burgers,
you'll
though,
be fine.
Yes, and so to that, I have seen how people praise him for being this entrepreneur who, like, you know, built himself from the ground up, and we praise him for offering these jobs in the studio that he's built and, you know, engaging in this philanthropic work. And it's like, okay, can he also, like, Malcolm has already whispered no in the mic, but I'm going to ask the question anyway. Like, can you skimp on the amount of profit a little bit and give us higher quality stuff? Like, can you take a little bit longer on writing a script than just 3 hours and, like, think through some more complex themes and character tropes for us, please?
No, and no further questions. Thank you.
No further questions.
No, I think, but why would he? It's been as successful as it's been, and his audience is responding to it. Why would he?
I don't like that question.
The answer? It's an answer to your question.
I don't like it.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
But from his perspective, he's a billionaire. What?
It's capitalism, bro.
You can't tell me if I make a billy doing something, it's not illegal, and it's not illegal. I didn't hurt anybody. Nobody died. Like, why would I stop?
No. The man that I married.
Cue the Puff Daddy. I thought I told you that. You won't stop.
No. I refuse because I know your heart. Like, you, at some point, I feel like you would have this, like, conviction to be like, okay, let me stop exploiting my listeners and give them something different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Once again, we don't disagree on this. I'm just showing both sides
yes,
of the
you
argument.
You're showing it very well, by the way.
Both sides of the argument. Yeah, like there hasn't been much evolution in his content at all.
Much? There hasn't been any.
Okay. Now, I will say, I watched the first few episodes of House of Pain, and that made me never want to watch it, Tyler, because it was so bad.
It was pretty bad.
It was so hard to watch. He did not, going from the live stage world to television was rough.
It was rough. It didn't translate well.
And it got better. I can't watch it, but it got better. So there's been, he's just learned a little bit, but the content has not changed. It has not developed. The characters are just as flat as they always have been. And he uses the same tropes over and over again. Like, if you look at anyone in his place, there's a moment, and it's one of my least favorite things that happen in movies, television, and in plays, where everything stops and you just rant about whatever it is.
Monologue.
And it's not even really a monologue.
It's not.
It's just a rant for 15 minutes where you get all your points out and then you get back to the regular. So everything stops. It happens at TV shows all the time where they'll be sitting there having a conversation about, I really enjoyed this sandwich. But you know what? You need to leave that man. Because men who abuse women are not real men. And when you get into those situations, and it just becomes, and you're just like, wait a minute, everything just stopped. And then they go back to, so let's go to the grocery store.
No.
And pick up your dad.
You forgot the comedic breakthrough.
Or the song.
Well, yeah, that was in the live plays. But there's always, like, after the monologue, the Medea or whoever is ranting, ends it with some joke, and then you're back to regularly scheduled programming. Yep. And it's, I don't know. You're right. I mean, yes, and this is all me. Like, this is just my personal contention with his work. I'm just over it. But there are people who enjoy it, and I think you're right. Like, there's also a desire in all of us to just take a break, to just escape. Like, you don't want to have to think about deep stuff all the time. Yes, I agree. However, if I'm looking at his entire catalog over, how long have we been going through this?
Oh, for a long time. Let's just say a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. So over the last, 20 some odd years, and we're still experiencing the same thing. So
here's let's do this little fun little exercise. What Tyler Perry movies? I'm not even going to are tolerable. Are either tolerable or what are his best? Give me his best if not 3.
Let me open up my IMDb.
I'll start off. I actually kind of enjoy the Why Did I Get Married movies.
You know what? Yes.
I think the cast is really good.
The second one was pretty good.
Yeah, the second one had a twist in it that none of us were expecting.
No. It had a couple twists.
When Gavin died, everybody was like, oh.
I mean, there was also Gavin's cake.
Okay, well, that was just...
We still have questions about that.
That was a bad piece of... Because it's just random. It came out of nowhere. There's no evidence before or after
I need answers.
Prove, like, where did this come from? And then he ended up dying right afterwards, so we got no answers. Oh, gosh. It's just really... It was weird.
What's up with the cake?
But the cast was really, really strong in that. I mean, you had
it was.
You
Janet
got Jill Scott,
her face
Richard T.
off.
Jones, Janet Jackson was amazing.
She was.
Forgot the dude's name from Cool Runnings that's in it.
Cool Runnings.
He's a guy. He played Gavin, who died. I can't remember his name. I don't know why. It's just completely. Anyway, not important.
Malik Yoba.
Yes, Malik Yoba.
Yeah.
The cast is really strong for those, so I think that helps.
We can't leave out Jill Scott. Did we mention Jill Scott?
She was the first person I mentioned.
Oh, my bad. I was reading.
It's cool.
I'm sorry.
It's cool. It's fine. No one listens to me.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to scroll.
Those 2 movies are tolerable. And then I think Daddy's Little Girls wasn't all the way bad. It has one of your least favorite actresses in it, so that's not really fair.
I'm not even going to go there. I'm not ready to go there.
The Family That Prays, I like The Family That Prays too.
Family That Prays,
Although there are some things in that bother me now watching it later. The other thing about Tyler Perry movies is that he doesn't hide anything in the dialogue. Like his dialogue telegraphs everything that's about to happen.
It does, yeah. What? There are no surprises.
So, how are things with you and your husband? Everything's fine. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Girl, he's the most eligible bachelor in Atlanta. You need to hold on to that man no matter what. And then
you stop?
And then the next scene, smack across the face, and you're like, oh, here we go.
Here's the domestic violence.
Here we go.
Thanks, Mr. Perry. Here it is. Yeah. I'm still scrolling.
I can see.
Okay. Good Deeds, I think, for me, was tolerable. Yes. And I mean, you had the adorable little girl.
First of all, what's funny about Good Deeds, his brother in Good Deeds is so just nuts crazy. He's just nut. They'll be just sitting in the staff being like, yeah, man, we gotta get these properties. Oh, the white people gonna get properties? Like, bro, relax.
Yeah, he was unhinged.
We are in a staff meeting.
Do we fully know why he was so unhinged?
He's angry because his dad gave his brother the company, and so he would just be he'd just be sitting there like. First of all, there's a certain look you have when you sit in the meeting when you know somebody's about to go off.
When you know that you shouldn't turn the meeting over to them.
Yeah, you should not ask them any questions.
And he had that look every time. What was his name? Let me see if I
don't know, but that actor always plays characters like that.
Brian White. His name was Walt Deeds.
Now, he's also in another... Here's a little trivia. You know what other movie he's in?
Wait a minute.
Don't look it up.
I'm definitely looking it up.
He's in Daddy's Little Girls when...
what did he do in Daddy's Little Girls?
When Gabby Union's character is dating and she meets the guy that she actually really likes, and then the dude's wife pulls up in the van. Oh,
is that where we get our favorite?
Yeah.
Our favorite.
Stay away from my daddy.
Why they got this baby screaming that out the van? Why, Mr. Perry? He was that guy.
Yeah.
He was entirely married too.
He was.
With that kid in the car.
Yes. Stay away from my dad, you tramp.
It was one of the
good stuff. All right, well, we can go ahead and stop this exercise
because I think I'm gonna just keep scrolling here.
So yes, we would hope that we've also hate watched The Oval.
Now that's been a fun endeavor.
That's been fun. That is a way to describe it.
I think what I desire most is for one episode to traverse more than 13 minutes of time in real life.
Yeah, I think I don't think we've. Have you got to like 2 days?
I don't think it's been 2 days in like
20,
the whole. How many seasons
episodes.
has it been?
Just one. It's just one.
It feels like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I did see an article though. Give him some credit that he said that he was going to start hiring some more writers to help with his content. I did read that, and if that's true, I'd be really happy to see that. Mm-hmm. Micah, we're going to go to Micah Morgan for her take on the situation. Our Tyler Perry correspondent. Micah.
I will believe that when I see it.
Yes,
because how long has it been?
I don't know. A long time.
It's been a long time.
He's a billionaire now. You know, he's got a lot of things to do. But let's before we leave this topic, let's talk about the positive contributions. Recently, we got the Monica Brandy battle at Tyler Perry Studios.
Yes.
Black Panther was shot. Some of the scenes were shot.
Oh yes,
at Tyler Perry Studios. Mm-hmm. I believe they shot the some of the Coming to America sequel at Tyler Perry Studios. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you look at his facility; it's incredible what he was able to build out there in the middle of Georgia. So I mean,
yeah, it's an incredible place to serve us McDonald's from. Nothing but McDonald's.
Next time you suggest McDonald's to eat and be like Tyler Perry. So we go watch Tyler Perry while we're eating this
Might as well. Yes. So as I said from the beginning, I just want to harken back. I'm willing to give him his dues for the positive contributions to our community that he has made. My personal opinion is that his cinematic catalog does not fall into that category.
I agree with you. It should be better.
I would prefer for it to be better, yes. Well, I think
it was a good cathartic experience to get some things out.
I don't know. I feel more tense.
Next week, we're going to talk about our least favorite actors and actresses just for fun.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I am not.
Another piece of credit. In a couple movies that we've seen him in, he's actually been, what was that movie, Gone Girl, where he played the lawyer? Mm-hmm. He was actually decent in that. Mm-hmm. As an actor, I mean, it wasn't his script or his movie, so it's a different thing. But
yeah.
Okay, you're in that place right now where you can't say anything positive. I got you. Sorry, guys. This is just to know about my wife. When she's in a place where she can't say anything positive, she just won't, even if it's true.
You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to peel back the curtain like that.
Yes.
I was over here minding every inch of my own business.
You were the tea.
Well, what we have planned for the rest of our time together is how do we go about telling our friends and family about their taste in cinema
or TV.
Yeah. And I don't know, maybe we begin with, is it our business?
It's your business when you have to sit there and watch it with them.
Alongside.
I think we've all been in that moment where somebody like hypes up a movie like, oh, you guys gotta see it, it's so good, oh my god, it's my favorite movie, and you're like, okay, yeah, we'll get together, see it. You're sitting there and then things are happening and you're looking over at them and they're just having like the best time of their life.
But you know what though, like maybe that is the best time of their life.
But you sitting there like this is good, yeah,
and you guys
sit there with the I'm enjoying it face.
But that's love though, right?
It is love.
Yeah,
it's love.
Okay, so maybe we go with the food metaphor, right? Maybe we start there. What if it's about, I love this person, they mean a lot to me, and so I want them to consume something of higher quality because I really value their health, their emotional health.
Wow.
You know, and if you're consuming low quality, you know, you're not getting the nourishment that you need, right? Maybe that's what it is. And then if that's the case, how do you go about telling them that? I'm worried about your health. Is that what you bring up?
No. Hey, what did you like about this? Let's talk about this.
As your voice gets to a higher and higher. And
then sometimes when you talk to me, he's like, oh, it's not good, I just enjoy it. And you're like, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that feels better.
We all have those things that we know aren't good. What's something for you that you know is not good, but you watch it anyway? And you enjoy it?
I mean, pretty much any cartoon.
Some of those cartoons are good. Some of them are not good. Some of them are weird.
Yeah. Most of them are
I
weird.
think Phineas Ferb's a little weird.
Whoa. No. Phineas and Ferb makes very astute commentary on society.
Oogie.
Okay, so we're not going to go there.
Oogie.
And Boss Baby is my jam.
I didn't say anything about Boss Baby.
DreamWorks for life.
I don't know how you've watched 2 seasons of that show 40 times, but...
I really have, y'all. That show is so cute to me.
And every time I wake up, it's on the same episode. I don't know how that's possible.
Well, there are specific episodes that I really like. Anywho,
for
what
me,
else?
For me, it's Teen Mom 2. Mm-hmm. It's not good. It's trashy television, but I'm invested now. I've seen these girls raise these children now. I mean, I think the oldest ones are like 6 or 7.
Right now.
They're not that old. Stop.
Yep, 6 or 7.
6, 7, 8, 9, something like that. So it's like I want to see what happens.
It's been a long time.
I want to see what happens now. Like I need to see. And I know they're all dysfunctional. They all have issues.
But we all got issues.
But we
right?
all have issues.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But I recognize, hey, if somebody asks me, oh my God, you like that show? Yeah, it's not good, but
yeah,
I'm invested now.
It's true.
Like, you ever had a show that you started and you just had to finish? Here's the show for me that I did was, you have no for references for this, but Sons of Anarchy. It was cool in the beginning, and then it got kind of repetitive and boring at the end. But I was like, I'm gonna finish it because I've invested 8 seasons into the show now. I don't know how many seasons it was, but now I have to finish it. And then I finished it, and it was unsatisfying. And I was like, well, that's sad.
But you know what? I feel like I think that's admirable because I would give up on a show.
You will within the first 30 seconds.
And I want what you have. I want to be committed.
It's not with every show. It's not with every show.
But like there are people like you in my life that really can just be like, you know what? I really want to see this thing through. And for me, at a certain point, I feel betrayed by like a decline in quality in the show. So I'm just like, no, I'm going to spend my time on something else. But now I'm blanking on other shows. I know I've got some other like.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. You don't really watch TV like I watch TV though, so it's different.
No, but there are shows that. Goodness.
Well, you can come back to that. I was going to say, like, have you ever shamed somebody into not watching a show because of how bad it was?
No, I don't think I've done that.
You've done it to me, so that's incorrect.
What do you mean?
Black Lightning. It was Black Lightning. Ooh, I tried to watch Black Lightning on UPN. Not UPN. It's CW. Goodness gracious. It was UPN a long time ago. And I remember watched the first episode, and I was like, it's not great, but it's not bad. I want to support this show. But every time I was watching it, Michael would come in the house and be like, why are you watching that? You really are. So this is good? And so after about 4 episodes, I was like, I can't watch this anymore. I felt she actually and I don't get guilted about a whole lot, but she's just she made me feel bad about trying to support the show, so I stopped watching it.
Well, what I thought I was doing was just asking thought-provoking questions. I wanted to invite you into a conversation about the show because I was genuinely confused.
You were not genuine. There's nothing genuine about what happened.
Now I feel bad.
You should.
Thanks. you need to feel this.
Feel this. So yeah, like I've tried to shame somebody to not watch. They just stopped talking to me about it after a certain point. After I just shamed them for watching some show that I thought was subpar.
I feel like you don't really do that a lot though.
I mean, I do it in the right
close friends.
Yeah, I'm not doing it with everybody, but yeah.
I'm really sitting here scrolling.
It's okay. You can stop. We don't have to do that exercise.
I want to offer my.
You don't have any
substance
because you love everything that you watch.
I really do.
It's really your movies that are the problem.
Oh, we're gonna do that.
It's really the movies that are the problem. I remember walk Micah. So I like to watch sports. My wife does not. So she'll watch movies that she knows I will never watch, which are usually horror movies or psychological thrillers.
Indeed.
And I came in, and this guy is singing this song, and it is just terrible.
It was.
Absolutely terrible. And I'm looking at my wife, and she's just looking at it like it's not happening. Like it's just normal. And I'm like, Micah, is this good? Like, what is happening? I need to understand. Pause the show. I need to know what's happening, because this sounds terrible.
Needed my escape for that day, and so I chose a substanceless piece of cinema to escape in.
But then she'll start defending it when I start railing against it.
Yes, and my defense is it's not supposed to be good.
Even if she agrees with me.
That's true.
So anyway, we've gotten a little off track.
We have.
So yeah, it is hard to tell somebody that you love and care about that their taste in movies and TV shows suck. So what I do is stop talking to them about the movies and television shows they watch.
We just change the subject.
I suggest the things that we've been watching, and then we talk about something else because sometimes, you know, it's
we
just
still
better that way.
invite conversation about what they're watching.
But then we don't be like, oh, we're gonna watch that. Oh, that sounds interesting.
I mean, as a litmus test, right? We don't have this conversation with people who wouldn't trust us with our opinion anyway. So sometimes it's just none of our business, and we're like, okay, yeah, if you want to eat McDonald's every day, then.
But it's different when they make you, or they ask you to watch it with them.
Yeah, but then we can just like let our no be no, right?
So if somebody said, "Oh my gosh, Micah, I really love how our relationship is progressing. I really want to, like, can we just sit down one day and just watch all of our favorite movies?" You're like, "Oh my God, that'd be so much fun. It'd be cool. We have a little sleepover, whatever." And you show your favorite movie, which is,
oh gosh,
Mr. Imaginarium's.
No, see, no, that was a phase in my life. that was a phase. Okay, what is my
Invention
favorite?
of Lying, Sherlock Holmes.
No, I mean I'm on my Pixar kick now in the last decade.
So which one? Megamind.
Megamind, which is DreamWorks, is my jam.
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Mm-hmm.
The Incredibles.
So you guys watch Inside Out and you
Mr.
giggle
Grinch.
and have a great time. And then they say, I want you to watch it, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. And they just put it in. And then
I will watch it with them.
It's Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns, the movie.
Ooh.
And they're just laughing at you and then looking at you to like be laughing with them. What you going to do?
Pretend like I'm choking. I'm trying to think what exit.
Right, like, isn't this so hilarious?
No, I mean, if we've gotten close enough, I'm gonna have to be honest with them. That turns into a different experience at that point.
Or they put on the Being Mary Jane movie starring Gabby Union.
Really?
And what would you do?
Really? That's what we're gonna do? I think I would respectfully request, can we please watch another one of your favorite movies?
But no,
any other.
But they didn't ask you. They just put it in, and it starts. After it starts, you go do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
You know how I feel, and I think that is one of those times where I can find some assertiveness, some non-conflict aversion.
We'll see.
So, Malcolm, what have we discussed today? You've just got so much commentary.
No, I think you should do the review today.
You think I should do the review?
I did the last one.
Okay,
We share things equally.
We do. Which could be another episode topic. So today, what did we talk about? We talked about Tyler Perry's work.
Yes.
I want to put emphasis on work.
Yes.
Because
ethic.
He is beautifully and wonderfully made, like we all are. But there are disputes about his work. And we also discussed, how do you go about telling a person that their movie and TV tastes aren't that great? Mm-hmm. How do you do that? So as always, we don't want the conversation to end here.
No, we don't.
So if you've got extra thoughts about Tyler Perry's work, or maybe you want to defend his work, we would love to hear it. Or if you got some stories about telling friends about what their TV tastes are like, we would love to hear those too. So go ahead and use the hashtag #TalkAboutItPod, or you can @ us on Twitter @SpokenWorship and
Malcolm @Malcolm M Music.
Indeed. So we always love to share these conversations with you. Thanks so much for coming, and we look forward to talking about some more stuff with you next time.
Yep. So this has been Let's Talk About It. I'm Malcolm.
And I'm Micah.
And hopefully we'll see you guys next time.